Hi kindergartners! We are back with Anno's counting book again. Mrs. Wallstrand here, and I'm going to be talking about number 9 today. So let's start just like we did with 7 and 8. We're going to start by counting with our fingers, so get your fists ready. You can count with me. We're going to go slow and make sure we stick up a finger every time we say a number, keeping it at the same pace. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other hand, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now when I look at my number 9, I see a group of 5 on this side and a group of 4 on this side. So I'm almost at 10. I should just have my little pinky down, and this one can be kind of hard to hold. So I have to practice holding up number 9. We almost forgot to check our work. So let's put up our 9 again and let's count our fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other hand, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got it. Let's take a peek at Anno's counting book. It's another fall scene. We see our number 9 over here, which maybe you noticed it looks like an upside down 6. So if I could find my 6, and I'm going to put it right next to the 9, you can see that if we flip them over, they would be upside down. All right, let's start over here, and we're going to count our blocks, and we're going to start at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on this Anno's counting book page, the 9 groups are really kind of spread out all over. You're really going to have to be a detective and look closely for those groups of 9. So I will hold it up. You are definitely going to want to pause that video to see if you can find all of them. Okay. Let's see here. Let's move on to our number writing. So I've got my marker here. You can use your pencil to write your numbers. And I'm going to start at the dot. Number 9 is, we don't typically write our 9s as they are printed here. When we are going to be writing our 9s, we're not going to do it with a big curve. We're actually going to do it with a little curve and a big line. So I am going to start at my dot. I'm going to go big line down and then go back to the dot, and I'm going to go little curve. Little curve should touch the top line and the dotted line. It kind of looks like a backwards P, uppercase P. Another way you could do it, if you like to do your curve line first, you could do it that way too. Start at the dot and you could do your little curve like the letter C, and then go back to the dot and you could do a big line down. I think I'm going to do it that way. Little curve, big line down. Just making sure you're touching that little curve to the big line down. Also make sure your curve is going the right way. It should be the exact same as the letter C. We don't want to do it the backwards way because then it would be the letter P. Now I'm going to go over to my worksheet here. I have my name at the top. If you haven't done so yet, you could do that right now. I'm going to get my pencil ready, and I'm going to start at the dot, and I'm going to start with my little curve. Little curve, big line down. 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 And making sure that we are making that little curve touch the top line and the dotted line. We don't want a teeny tiny little curve and then a really long line. That kind of looks goofy. So make sure that little curve or that C shape is touching the dotted line and the dot. We've talked about it before, how there are lots of 9s, and we do that so our fingers get the memory of how to make a number 9. Then raise your hand and show a grown-up. Little curve and big line down. Now that I've got all my 9s done, I can choose my favorite one, and I think this one is my favorite, so I'm going to circle it. Go ahead and circle your favorite. Then I'm going to get my crayons out, and today I'm going to draw triangles. I'm choosing a shape. You could choose to draw trees or rainbows or whatever it might be, but I'm choosing to draw a triangle because if we're drawing 9 of them, it could take a really long time. So decide what you want to do. I am going to draw triangles, so I'm going to get my green out. And I'm going to draw these triangles just like we did when we counted our fingers. We had a group of 5 and then 4 extra ones. So that is how I am going to draw my triangles. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to count as I draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going down to the next row. I've got my group of 5 here. 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm making sure my triangles are right underneath the top one, and you can tell here that there should be one more to make 10, and you can easily tell that it's a group of 5 and 4 extra ones. That's it for number 9. See you soon for number 10.